most people who go to school of public health can get excellent training in epidemiology and disease tracking and research methods, but many of these schools have a department of social medicine, and they tend to be fairly politicized. And so that's what I wrote about in that chapter.
What do you mean politicized?
Well, they don't stick so much to data. They really have a political agenda. An example is actually income distribution. That is one of the agendas of a few professors at the Harvard School of Public Health. I'll just pick that one, but several others. In fact, the former dean of the Harvard School of Public Health had said, a school of public health is like a school of social justice. In other words, all the ills of society are something that many, though certainly not all, public health academics see as their purview. For example, we know that health and wealth correlate. There's no question about that. So what would be an approach to that? Well, if we want to make everyone healthy, then we should redistribute wealth. This is a literal recommendation from some of these folks.
All right, Dr. Satel, what's the problem with that?
Well, there are several problems with it. One, they're mistaking often correlation for causation. There are a lot of reasons why people on lower income have poorer health. Certainly, a part of it, there's no question, is when you have more money or certain kinds of jobs, so when you're sick one day, you literally can take off and you won't lose your job. You can go to the doctor in the middle of the day, and a lot of jobs that our colleagues would have, and someone who works on an assembly line or at the kind of job that's an hourly rate really does suffer if he takes any time off, and many clinics aren't open at night, that kind of thing. That's very practical and very, very true. But there's a lot of problems with self-care among the poor. Now, I realize that when your life is chaotic with so many other problems, paying attention to your health is often not the first thing on your mind. I appreciate that. But in my clinic, I work in a methadone clinic, and when I see a patient with asthma, the first question isn't what asthma medications are you on, it's how many packs a day do you smoke? People continue, in that particular example, to smoke when they already have asthma. They're in a methadone clinic. They often continue to use heroin. They have diabetes, and they don't watch their diet. I mean, these are things that people can do for themselves, and there's very little acknowledgement of that because it would seem to them like as if it's blaming the victim.